So I got onX Hunt pulled up. This video is going to be showing just how to find turkeys, how I eScout on the map. I'm on my gaming PC here. Got it all pulled up. Currently, as you can see, I have the public land, government lands feature turned on. So all this in green's public land. These are private lands here. Just private land that's in the public or borders it, but anyway. So one thing I look for turkeys is definitely water, and a lot of habitat diversity. If you go to your hunt map layers, first thing I start with is acorns. If I find acorns, there'll definitely be water. Not sure why it's not showing creeks. There definitely should be water in there. Let me see. Oh, it's not that. Well, that's weird. It should be showing water in there. It should definitely be showing there's creeks in there, but that's weird. But anyway, I look for, let me see if I can figure this out, why there's no, this is very weird. It should show creeks. I don't think it's a feature either. Yeah, that's strange. Anyway, I don't know why it's not showing, but usually, always, when there's red oaks, any acorns, there's going to be a creek, water, hardwood bottom. If you come over here where it says 2D, you can do 3D, and it makes it view the terrain like this. You got satellite, hybrid, topo. Then you got leaf off imagery. Switch it back to 2D. And now this helps show you habitat edge a lot better. If we go right here, we got seems what looks like a little opening in these pines. These are creeks and red oaks and hardwoods. Some habitat edge there. These are all pines, so all that's habitat. So fairly decent amount of habitat edge. Then if we come over here to hunt map layers, go to timber cuts, you start seeing this stuff. Right here, that's a spot with a lot of habitat edge. You got acorns in there, you got pines, you got cutovers or timber thinnings. Hardwoods over here. Let's look at. Now this is a spot right here that I would definitely be interested in. You got a lot of acorns, you got pines around it, and you got clear cut, you got timber thinning. These are more recent too. This one here was 2022. This one here was 2024. All these here were 2024. This side's got decent habitat edge difference. But yeah, turkeys love habitat edge, and that's basically what habitat edge is. I try to find spots that's not super easy accessible by roads. These are none of the spots I'm hunting. For obvious reasons, I'm not going to show on here where I hunt. But, yeah, lots of habitat edge in here. Another thing I want to talk about, come over here to where it says SAT 2D, put it on hybrid. Let me get all these clear-cut timber and acorn features off here where you can see this better. But so now we're reading topo. I'll show y'all how to read topo. Basically, when you find a topo line that's just by itself, like this one here where my mouse is, it says 300 feet. That's a high point, okay? These lines here, these contour lines are what they're called. This one's 280 feet. This one down in the hardwood bottom's 270 feet. This one gets right here 290 feet. And then this is the high point, 300 feet elevation. If I wanted to call gobbler, owl hoot, whatever. Call to one. Try to find one. Maybe he's in here somewhere. I would go to this high point or that high point. I'd go to actually this one. It's 310 feet. That'd get me up a little even higher. So definitely want to get on these high points to call. Okay, now creeks are showing. Well, that was weird. Anyway, you'll see lots of habitat edge in here. That's what you want to look for. Another feature to help you determine if there's going to be a lot of people that's easy access is turn on the motorized roads and trails. These are closed roads. You can't drive into them. Lots of walking. People don't want to walk. They want it easy. So that's another thing to look for. Another high point right here. These contour lines, when you see them make a V like this, that's drainages. Don't know how much they apply to turkey, but when I'm deer hunting, those does love traveling those heads of draws like that, and draws are the same thing as drainages, but this is turkey, not deer, since not deer. Seen deer scouting video yet. Looks like a little field right here. You know, like I said, another habitat edge. Oops. Sorry for that. But these pines, they look thin. They probably have a lot of undergrowth. You know, it's just more habitat edge. Another high point here you could get on to call from. You got the creek bottom here. Let's see if there's any timber cuts over here. Lots of red oaks. Yeah, timber thinning's all in here. I try to look for ones that are more recent. Like, you can see these ones here, 2023 to 2024. Like, one from 2012, that's pretty old. I don't know if I'd look for that. I mean, I might would still scout it, but I would definitely scout a spot like this before I went to there. Definitely. More high points here. The high points are very good to get on and call off of. That's pretty much it. But this is public land. I try to get as far away from people as I can, or find spots that aren't easily accessible. I'll give you another really good tip, too, for public land. This is Chickasaw Way Wildlife Management. It's mixed in with DeSoto National Forest, same thing. But if you can find spots on public land, I don't know where y'all hunt if they have these, but on this particular property that I'm hunting, this particular property of public land I'm hunting has it. You can find a gate on one of these roads/trails. That it'll have, I mean, I don't know, not all of them will have it, but some of them will have a yellow sign on them that say hen nesting area, and they'll actually let you hunt them. But here's the thing, they will not let you drive into them on any motorized vehicle. They could attract people. If people see that, they definitely probably would be hunting there. The ones I've found, surprisingly, haven't had any people on them. I haven't seen tire tracks, boot tracks, or nothing. So you could be really surprised, and a lot of people overlook stuff. I will say, you don't always have to go super deep to kill a deer or turkey. You know, there's a lot of overlooked spots just 200, 300 yards off the road. I mean, it's close. You know, it's pretty crazy. You don't have to walk miles and miles always. But just looking for stuff like this, you got the hardwoods bottom. You got topography too. That's another thing that's habitat edge. You know, you got your pines here. Let's see if there's a timber cut right in here. Yeah, see, 2022 timber cut right there. 2023 timber cut. Yeah, that's a lot of habitat edge. So definitely be looking for that stuff. And that's all for today. Hope y'all like it and appreciate y'all watching. Hope y'all get one this season. Good luck, everybody.